Hey, it's Tuki here, and today I'm going through just drawing a picture right away from sketching to finish. It's going to be a bit rough and ready and loose, but that's how I felt like working today. So this is my well, he's not fat, he's just built like, he's a stocky cat. This is Mr Stripey, the cat. I decided he was going to be a knight of some kind. His googly eyes there. There we go. Right, so I was twiddling about with the sketch quite a bit, and I think the first time you see there, I was going for a completely different pose and then thought, no, if he's going to be a knight, he's going to have to be nice and proud about it, rather than running along like a superhero. So I start twiddling about with bits and bobs. And I decided he's going to be a knight with a spear rather than a sword, because I quite like the ones with the spears. Like in Final Fantasy, I always like the dragoons the best, the ones that have the spears. So that's what I decided Mr Stripey is, because he's stocky, and the ones like knights and ones with the swords and and the shields and hammers and things, they're always the stocky ones, so I thought that'd suit him quite nicely. He's not a very magically looking cat. He looks like he'd do some damage. And he's dozy as hell, so he's smiling, he's not a serious knight. He's probably pretty hopeless. But he can look the part. Oh, and his spear, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know how well I did it, but it's supposed to be a fish of some kind, is the blade of the spear there. Ah yeah, I made it a bit smaller because I made it a whopping great big thing to begin with, and it didn't really look very well balanced. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. So, how's everyone? Oh, I got a little toy incubator in the mail recently, so I put some chuck eggs into it. All the reviews on it were supposed to be absolutely hopeless, but I'm trying my best to see what pops out of it, if anything. We'll see how it goes. I put in, it holds about 7 eggs I think it is. Yeah, 7. We'll see how it goes. The temperature's kind of all over the place, so yeah. Oh, and he's got a little fish and a little mousey there on his little, are they called tabards, those? I'll figure out later. Oh, and he's got little bells hanging from it, because he does have a bell collar with 2 bells on, so I was going to give him a collar, but I decided to give him, it's kind of like, what are they from Game of Thrones, the chains that the maesters get? It's kind of like that, I think. But he's not a maester, he's a knight. But he needs a fancy necklace. And I decided, since he's a cat, he's definitely going to have feathers on his head, because I'm sure he'd sort out a bird. I put an entire bird wing on his head. So I'm just going around, and I'm not really making it very neat, I'm just erasing and tweaking at the lines I had there to begin with, and not relining or anything, just messing. There we are, and the fish has got eyes now. Yeah, and the little lines around it are just like little waves of water around it. That's the idea anyway. It ended up looking a bit like lightning or something. Yeah, I kind of want to make a few of these for, like, maybe I'll do one for the other cat, Bojangles. She's always kicking around. Wonder what she's quite an old lady though, she's definitely getting on a bit. See, she's more of like a witchy cat. She's like an entirely black cat too, so she'd even look the part. But she's not old. I think she'd be like, oh, what's the one from Dragon Age? That lady, the black-haired lady, the witch in that, Morgan. Yeah, I think it's Morgan, isn't it? She'd be like that, I reckon. Because I don't think she'd be like light on her feet like a thiefy type. I think she'd be more like stand around and let a stick do all the fighting. Oh, and then maybe I should do some for the chickens. I'm sure the chickens would make great fantasy warriors. I don't know what they'd be. I think they'd be like wenches, like brothel wenches, with big fluffy skirts on them. Yeah, like dancers. Not very good dancers. What other animals are kicking around? It's just the chucks, really. So it's kind of like an entire bird wing strapped to his head there rather than a couple of feathers. Yeah. Oh, and I just want to take this time to say thank you ever so much to anyone that has subscribed so far. It's lovely to see when the number goes up and it's like, oh good, people are coming back to watch more. And not just that I'm popping videos out there into nothingness. I mean, I would pop videos out there into nothingness, but it's nice that people are watching too. Yeah. And that people comment too. It's so nice reading like what you've got to say and chatting back and forth. Really enjoy that. Oh, I think that's like a little bunny paw he's got on his I suppose it's a necklace, isn't it? His necklace there, a bunny paw. It's a lucky rabbit's foot. And he's got that little dangly tassely bits from, what do you call that? Like a visor for a helmet, but he doesn't seem to have the rest of the helmet, he just has the front bit. Yeah, he's very good at sleeping, aren't you, Stripey? See, he's back again. He's just been launched in through the dog's pantry. He was sleeping in the other house next door, which you're not supposed to do. So we swapped cats. There we go, and he's nearly shaded now, and I'll be on to colouring him in. And Stripey's kind of like, what do they call them? They're like brown, mucky looking tabby, aren't you? With like white socks and then here we go, he's like the colour of mud. He spends most of his time underneath the house. When he isn't sleeping in the house, he's under it sleeping. Doing the exact same thing. Yeah, I thought I'd go like full cat lady and just draw the cat. I thought that'd work out. Just embrace it. I wonder if I should have given him like an entirely fishy armour. Like made him all fishy themed. Oh, we could do it again. We can have you in your fish get-up. Oh, and I decided to make the wing yellow because I thought we've got a canary outside. I mean, he doesn't really give a shit about the canary. He just completely ignores it. But I decided he's decided to kill the canary. Oh, look, he's got chainmail. He's feeling fancy. A mouse and a goldfish. Yeah, this was very enjoyable to do. I really did enjoy this. I've got a little pink nose. So I probably should have kept it silver. Eventually in the end I ended up turning it blue, but now looking at that, like maybe I should have kept it that colour. Because it looks nice when it was not that silver it currently is. It was like a nice goldy silver before. Yeah, I turn it this colour. I'm not sure I enjoy that. See, again, it's those colours I like. That goldy yellow and teal. Yeah, do you guys have like cats and pets and things? Like if your like pet was like one of those fantasy like tropes like knight, wizard and stuff, like what do you think your pet would be? Because yeah, I don't know, I think if I was to do it again I'd probably give like my cat a hammer. Stripey'd probably have a hammer. Or a club or something. Because I think his aim would be shit. I don't think he'd be able to hit anything with that. I think he'd need something with a pretty good, like, wide smack on it. Here we are, we're nearly done. Just doing some twiddling around. darker because he started to look a bit like a zombie. And I just kept twiddling about there. I wasn't sure what I was up to. Oh, it's a magic spear too. I think it's got water powers. There we go. Lovely. Well, thank you ever so much for popping by. If you like to give a thumbs up, it does mean a great deal. And if you haven't already, please subscribe along. That also means a great deal. And I shall see you next time. Thank you. Ta-ra! I'm not leaving till I get some sweeties. Maybe we can make some kind of deal here. Yeah, I can be a business lady too. Oh, okay, you cut the grass for me for next week and I'll do some sweets. It sounds kind of stink, but I really want some sweets.